The Government Higher Secondary School of Diphupar-A today celebrated their Golden Jubilee at the Diphupar village ground, Chumugidman, Nagaland. Minister of PHED and Cooperation, Jacob Zhimomi, graced the occasion as the special guest. The minister, during his speech at the function, congratulated the school and acknowledged the journey that they had to face to bring the school this far. He also said that the topmost priority of the government is to upgrade all the government schools and colleges across the state, and highlighted that there is a huge demand for science and math faculties in the state. Meanwhile, Director School Education Nagaland, Wonthungo Tsopoi, who was among the attendees, exhorted that education should not be confined only to the four walls of a classroom and encouraged the students to become useful citizens and not to think less of themselves for studying in government schools.
Education is the topmost priority of the present day government in the state, where in our manifestos we have elaborated about it, and that is how we are working to see that schools and colleges across the length and breadth of the state are upgraded. Infrastructural development, we want to develop our laboratories, we want to make our auditoriums, we want to make our children techie oriented products. That is how we are going about. So these programs and projects are in the pipeline of the state government. Anyway, we still have to work hard. I still remember the new higher secondary building. It was done on my recommendation given to the state government. And I don't see a reason why we should not be able to build a good auditorium in the name of celebration of Golden Jubilee. So I will try to explore possibilities. They have given me a project report. I have gone through it and I have seen the expectations of that memorandum, but I cannot give any commitment today. But I assure you that I will have my contribution if you start the work. So that is my commitment, and perhaps we'll see that it is completed sooner than later. Well, Diphupar village is one of the fastest developing village in the state. It's considered as the urban village. Even with the records of the state government, we categorize Diphupar village as the urban, in the urban jurisdiction category. I was also contemplating to make these areas into a small township area. Whether that would be possible or not, we will try to work out. But as far as development of this village is concerned, I have left no stone unturned. The upgradation of the village council hall, I wanted to upgrade this stadium, this rostrum too. Though your village council chairman had forgotten about it, but I said I will try to upgrade the rostrum because it's in a very dilapidated state. So these are the things which I'm aware of. So anyway, I also need your cooperation, and today I'm very happy that we could meet in this manner in the celebration of the 50th year. I just want to share a few of my thoughts to both the children, parents, as well as the faculty. I know we've been facing a lot of challenges as a faculty, but we also need to guide and give directions to our children and to our parents. As far as choosing your subjects are concerned, I am not saying children should not pursue less challenging subjects. All subjects are equally important. But there is a trend across the country and even in the world. People and children and professionals from science background are extremely doing well. It's not that we have been neglecting these subjects, but I must tell you, we have discussed this many times at the government level. And how to proceed ahead was discussed. And that is how we have decided to recruit, to make science and technical teachers, professors who wants to work in the state. We're opening doors for them for science and technical subjects. So anybody from within the country can work in Nagaland as far as these two subjects are concerned. I'm sure our directors of education will be aware of. Because we have very less Naga teachers in these two subjects. And there's a huge demand for the science and maths teachers across Nagaland. In some of the schools in interior places, there's absolutely no science and maths teacher. They're functioning without maths and science teacher. And I can imagine a degree or a board exam certificate without having maths and science subject, and calling yourself as a matriculate without having those two subjects. You cannot go wrong in science and maths if you have the formula. Your panel in the Public Service Commission exams cannot say your maths handwriting was bad. There is no scope for deduction of marks. And even 1, 2 marks and 3 marks gives you a lot of gap in the rankings. So this is my ardent request perhaps, that we cannot force our children to choose these subjects, but we can guide them. We can guide them in choosing the right subjects and give them adequate training.
Many times, we Nagas, we feel that going to government school is degrading. We feel that we are not comfortable going to government school. But if you look around today, leaders of today, where they have come, they have all come from government schools and they have attained achievement in life. Let us be proud to say that I am a student of Government High Secondary Diphupar. Let us keep this in mind, because if we look around, if we go to other states, if you go to the neighboring states, we find that people don't get admission in government school because there is a heavy rush. Whereas in our state, things are not so. So something is wrong with us. But here, with the passage of time, Diphupar has set a very good example. We could see that there is a tremendous improvement in enrollment, especially in higher classes, class 11 and 12. Education, which is the backbone of the society. Education is the only weapon that can transform the society. If education is so important in our life today, and if education is the game changer of our life, let us take this education very, very seriously right from our home. Because unless the parents teach the children the etiquettes, it will be difficult for the teachers to take the place of the parents in the school. Let us groom the children in the right way, in the right direction, my dear parents, because the future is in their hand. Many times we fail to understand that. Our children today, there are a lot of challenges. We find among youth, depressions among youth. We find gender inequity. We find a lot of antisocial activities, children addicted to drugs, alcoholism, and even homosexuality. All sorts of nuisance is creating in our Naga society today, which was at one point of time foreign to all of us. We are not immune from all this, my dear parents. Let us see that whether our children are going in the right direction.